Well, hello on a Sunday evening. Hope you had a good weekend. The weekend forecast was pretty good. Officially, a trace of rain in the rain gauge out of PDX for Friday overnight and Saturday. We had temperatures Saturday generally, I think it was 64 in Portland, mid to upper 60s today. So the bigger story was the cooler weather. The rain chance didn't really pan out. And unfortunately, again, I have a couple of rain chances this coming week, and I'm not positive that either one of them will pan out. And as you know, this is a developing, increasing story, how much we could use some rain. So I begin with the fact that right now, satellite picture snapshot shows perfectly clear skies here over Oregon and much of Washington, high pressure in control. Don't expect much in the way of any cloud cover today or tomorrow. We will start getting cloudiness that you see back here to our west in on Wednesday. That's the first rain chance that may or may not pan out. We'll show you that in a moment. In the meantime, the National Weather Service in blue has issued a frost advisory for overnight tonight through the early morning hours of your Monday. This includes the when you get up in elevation in the Coast Range, and when you get up in elevation in the Cascade foothill communities, parts of Clark County, mainly up in elevation in some of the hills around Woodland, for example, up into Kelso Longview. And then in the flats of the valley down around Albany and Eugene, the potential for temperatures in the low to mid 30s Monday morning. That's tonight, and also the Hood River Valley. So, again, it's coming up on the fifth day of May, but not unusual to have at least temperatures in the 30s, threatening freezing in the areas that I just showed you. So, if you live in one of those spots, Albany, for example, and you have some tender vegetation put out, you may want to bring that in or cover it up. All right, Momentous Wealth Podcast is my sponsor. Listen to their variety of investment topics meant to educate you on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Brought to you by local investment firm. I highly recommend them for your retirement needs and plans. Momentous Wealth Management, licensed in both Oregon and in Washington. Okay, here's that map again from the National Weather Service for the frost advisory out of the Portland office. And let's click on it and see what they have to say. Frost advisory from midnight tonight until 7 a.m. Temperatures as low as 32 to 36. Again, you can get light frost on the ground when the reporting temperature is actually above freezing. The reporting temperature is actually not at ground level. If you don't know, it's a little bit above ground level. Foothills of northern and central Oregon Cascades, north and central Coast Range valleys of Oregon, outer southeast Portland metro area, Lynn County, lowlands, Lane County, lowlands, upper Hood River Valley, North Clark County, lowlands, South Washington, Cascade foothills. Okay. Frost could harm sensitive outdoor vegetation. Sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if left uncovered. In the upper Hood River Valley, frost will occur primarily at elevations above, that's good information, 1,500 feet. Again, that from our friends at the National Weather Service. So here's the National Blended Model temperature forecast for tonight into tomorrow morning. So this doesn't show you absolute. Well, let's see if I can click on the minimum temperature. Hold on. Let's play around a little bit, shall we? Okay, yeah. Here is Monday morning. The low temperature is Monday morning. This is showing 41 around Portland. Could be. It's showing 37 up around Seattle, 37 to 42 from Tacoma up into Seattle. It's showing upper 30s down around Albany and Corvallis, 38 degrees down in Eugene, warmer along the coast. Freezing temperatures potentially over in Central Oregon. Freezing temperatures potentially in Eastern Oregon. Freezing temperatures in parts of Central Washington. So that's the chilly night. Now tomorrow we'll have a nice impressive warm up. If I go, let me go to the high temperature map. Here is, hold on. Well, I really got out of sorts here. See, tomorrow's the 5th, right? Yeah. Well, it's not going to show you that. Okay. Looks like it's going to show you Tuesday. Well, that's even cooler. I've got Monday's high in the 70s. Tuesday, I've got 84 in Portland. This shows 81 around Portland. Shows upper 70s up around Seattle. Shows 73 in Tillamook. 83 down south of Eugene and Roseburg. 80 out in the Dalles. About 70 out east. So yeah, so after a frost advisory for spots overnight tonight, we have a nice warm up into the 70s in the Willamette Valley tomorrow, and then just like that, we're up into the 80s on Tuesday. Now there is some cooler weather coming after that. I want to show you the weather flow pattern. Here is the ridging that starts to work in tomorrow. Okay, so after a weekend in the 60s, just like that, I've got Monday in Portland at 77, Tuesday with this upper level ridge where you see the ridging of the contours in play on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, there's a rain chance that may or may not pan out. Here's Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. And you can see this cold, low trough offshore, just kind of slowly moving in. That would start a rain chance Wednesday at some point during the day into Wednesday night. This is the European model, by the way. And then the trough kind of backs off and we warm up and we're all dry on Thursday and Friday. Again, this is the European model. I've got Friday in Portland back up into the 80s. Big upper level high over Southern California. Here's the ridging up into the Rocky States and Montana. We're going to be warm too. And then comes Mother's Day weekend. This is Saturday, all dry. But notice what happens when I play this into Mother's Day afternoon. This is Sunday afternoon, Mother's Day. Upper level low. So if this were correct, this is the European model, and the American GFS model shows the same thing. An upper level low coming in with absolutely likely rain at times. Early weather models are putting out about a quarter of an inch of rainfall with some rain likely on Sunday, the 11th of May, which is Mother's Day. Is this going to come true? You know, the last handful of upper level lows 5 days out that looked promising for rain fizzled, and we either got a trace or we got nothing at all, right? For the most part. So we'll see. A slight chance of rain on Wednesday night, a better chance on Mother's Day. So we'll be checking in on this and see if that holds together or not. Okay. This is the rain chance on this coming Wednesday. This is the European model. This is going to play it into Thursday morning. So the best rain chance, according to this, is actually Wednesday overnight into Thursday morning. And it does show some measurable rainfall. 18/107" up around Seattle. That's not bad. But only about 4 or 5/107" of rain in Portland, 18/100 in Kelso Longview, less than 5/107" at the coast. Some rain showers up in the Cascades. So we'll see. That's Wednesday, mainly Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Okay. All right, let's go around the horn. 60s out there right now. The warm up the next couple of days. Medford 78 Monday, 84 Tuesday. No rain chance through Saturday. There's that rain chance showing up on Mother's Day on Sunday. Okay. All right. Pendleton, no rain chance, period. 70 tomorrow, 83 Wednesday, 80s on Friday, Saturday, and on Mother's Day, all dry. Okay. That's pretty good looking. Here's Bend, all dry. 67, 73, 80 on Wednesday, 80s on Friday, Saturday. A little bit cooler on Mother's Day, Sunday. Let's go up to Seattle. Chance of showers on Wednesday, chance of showers on Mother's Day. Warming up, 69 Monday, 77 Tuesday. And there's that cool down with the rain chance on Wednesday. Mother's Day, 68. All right, Salem. This does not like a rain chance on Wednesday. It does like a rain chance on Sunday. 82 on Tuesday as we warm up. So again, all these temperatures are about the same. North Bend, 62, 66, really nice. No rain chance, but cooler on Wednesday. A rain chance on Mother's Day. It says slight. So we'll see. Again, you can get these city by city forecasts. They're handy if you're traveling from the Weather Service on my portlandweather.com Northwest City forecast page. Here is my 7-day forecast courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros. So after being in the mid to upper 60s today, 77 tomorrow. Really doesn't look like there's going to be a cloud in the sky tomorrow or Tuesday. I know we've had breezy north winds this weekend. We had them yesterday. We had them again today. Tomorrow, I think the winds are more north 5 to 15. I think Tuesday's fairly light east winds. 84 would be the warmest of the year so far. The day we thought we'd hit 84 last week, it hit 83 last Thursday. Shower chance on Wednesday. Some cloudiness, yes. A cooler day, yes. Will we get any rain? If we do, the best chance looks to be Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And then back to sun on Thursday, back to 81 on Friday, cooling down into the mid, well, cooling down, but still very nice and warm on Saturday to 75 degrees. And then that chance of showers we're looking at on Mother's Day, which would hold temperatures in the 60s if it materializes. All right, that's your update as we get ready to start a new week. I'm Rod Hill. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps me out. You'll be notified when I post. A lot of what I use here is my weather site that I own and operate, portlandweather.com, and I will talk to you later.